Hi friends, let's talk about corona pandemic. You are watching TV, you are seeing internet. There are lots of information regarding this virus and the pandemic in the world, and so many countries are affected by this virus. But my video today is very specific on few things. See, India is different from other countries. So our scenario is totally different, and our approach to the virus also should be different. In the world, other countries like US, China and other developed countries, they are having lots of resources and they are utilizing those resources. They are having manpower, they are having other technology, but they cannot defeat this virus till now. And imagine if India is affected to that extent, what will happen? Because we are already developing countries, our resources are limited, test kits are limited, manpower limited, so our scenario is totally different. And moreover, here many slum areas are there and many overcrowded places are there. If one person is affected in those areas, then it will grow like anything, it will grow exponentially. So our scenario is different, and we have to know the main thing, how we will handle this virus. And informations are there in the internet and in media. Day and night they are talking about this corona, what are the how to handle it, what are the cases of corona, and then what are the precautions you should take. I will not go in detail, but here I'll talk on only 2 points. Those at least if you cannot follow other guidelines and lots of other things you cannot remember, then at least you can remember these 2 things. At least it will help you. So friends, the first point is coronavirus. As it is a virus, it is a self-limiting disease. Most of the cases of coronavirus, they are recovering with treatment. So friends, don't panic, don't get anxious. 85% of patients will be having just flu-like symptoms like simple respiratory tract symptom, fever, sore throat, cold and body ache and all. And some patient can have some gastrointestinal symptoms also. But 85% of the patient will recover. There is no problem with it at all. Less of the 15%, okay, even in less of the 15%, they might need treatment, and some of them need hospitalization, and few of them may need ICU care also if they develop pneumonia like symptoms or even serious symptoms. Especially old age patients may develop pneumonia and they may need ICU care. But rest of the other patients, they will recover without any treatment. So friends, don't worry, don't panic. Everyone will be cured. Even till now in India, only 3 deaths were reported. So at least we are trying to defeat this virus. India has 1.3 billion of population, and it is such a huge, but our resources are not that huge. We have limited resources, test kits are limited, masks and personal protective equipment all are limited. You have to understand that. So we have to use those kits and all the resources in such a way that those who actually need the treatment, actually need the facility, we can give them. It is called triaging. We cannot attend everyone, we cannot ask for test and investigation for everyone. Please try to understand. So whoever having symptoms of like fever and sore throat and cold, you have to judge yourself, and accordingly you have to attend the health facility, so that the health facility is not overburdened, it's not overcrowded. I'll tell you the reason later on. First of all, see, if you are having flu-like syndrome, like flu-like symptom, like fever, cough or sore throat and all, there are 2 possibilities. One is you are not having corona, another is you are having corona. So first we will come to the first point, you are not having corona. So in that situation, if you are not having corona but still you are attending the health facility or coming to the outpatient department, what can be the possibilities and what can happen to you? See, first thing is, usually outpatient departments in government hospitals are overcrowded. So if you are coming in a crowd, we are already telling avoid crowd, avoid gathering. So if you are coming to the crowd and there in that crowd there might be some corona patient and you will contract the infection, you will have the infection. So you were not having the infection, now you have come to the hospital and you got the infection. So there is one possibility. Because in the crowd, many people are not using masks, and moreover, there is very closely people will stand in queue in outpatient department. The minimum distance we are not maintaining. So, first one is you can get the infection. Second one, you are unnecessarily coming to hospital. You are wasting your money, you are wasting your energy and time. And you are unnecessarily exposing yourself to X-ray, unnecessarily exposing yourself to antibiotics, because this viral infection is self-limiting. Any flu-like viral infection, if you don't take antibiotics, it will be okay. So you can stay at home and get simple paracetamol to get rid of the fever. So the second thing is unnecessarily exposing yourself to this X-rays and antibiotics, and you are wasting your energy, money and everything, and moreover in the same way you are putting your family at risk, because if you get the infection you are going to home and you may transfer the infection to your mother who is elder person or your father or anyone elderly at home. He might get the infection and he might succumb to it. So these three things you have to remember. If you don't have the infection, it will be more dangerous to you to come to hospital. Now the second one, if you have the infection, I mean if you have the coronavirus infection, how? Suppose you have traveled to somewhere where the corona patients are there, or you have while traveling the next person next to you, he was having corona, or in a close gathering or somewhere corona patients were there. So in that way only you can get the infection, otherwise not. So if you already had the infection and now you are coming to hospital, so what will happen? See, in the first 2 or 3 days you will not be having that much symptom, only little fever and sore throat and all. So anyway, if you come to the hospital also, your treatment will be home isolation and very simple treatment, will not hospitalize you. So one thing, and next thing is you are coming to hospital and you are spreading the infection to others. If you don't wear mask or if you are touching here and there, so there is a possibility. So what you can do is you can judge yourself whether you are having fever and cough and sore throat, whether you had traveled to a place where coronavirus infection and patients are there. So in that case you can stay at home and you can observe yourself and whether your symptoms are increasing or not. If your fever subsides, then no need to come to hospital. If your fever now subsides, your cough is increasing, and then you are having some other GI symptom or something, then you can come to hospital and we can investigate, or we can ask you for isolation or quarantine in the hospital. So in that situation we will treat you. Now the second point is we have to stop, we have to defeat this corona. How we will defeat this corona? First, in the first point I will explain what are the things you can do, what are the things you should do or not. When you should come to outpatient department, when you should come to hospital. Some patients and some people I have seen who just landed in the OPD from the airport. So that is not necessary, and I have asked those patients, they are telling they are not having any symptoms. So if you are not having symptoms, please don't come to hospital, because see, we are putting our life at risk and we are serving you all. You should understand that without symptom you should not come to hospital. You should stay in home isolation and don't mix with friends, family and relative. Okay, so now come to second one. Second one is how to defeat this corona. Virus usually stays when it is transmitted. If you stop the transmission, if you cut the transmission of the virus, it will die. It will not transmit to other person. So how do we cut the transmission? If you stay at home without any urgent work, without any very emergency situation, if you don't come out of your house, you just stay at home, then we can cut the transmission of coronavirus. And the resources we are having in India, because they are limited, we all have to cooperate each other and have to understand and have to help the community. We have to help the health system. So I request all of you, please stay at home, have good time with your children. If it is possible for you to work from home, then it's good. Then you can have good food, you can enjoy music, then you can read books. Please don't go to holidays, any trip with children, or don't go to a relative's house, friend's house for gathering and all. It will cut the transmission of corona. And for us, we Indians, we have to help each other so that our minimum resources we can use for the needy. And all of us, we should just be cautious about this coronavirus. And one thing, if you cannot remember other things, just forget all those. Just one thing you remember, you have to stay at home, stay safe. That's all, friend. Thank you for watching this video and stay healthy.